how are you today? I hope you're fine. I hope you're doing very well. I am Olowo Esther, and this video is brought to you by Egota Learning Platform. I hope you're ready for today's class. You have gotten your paper and your pen ready, and your mindset also to gain abundantly from today's class. I believe you are going to have a great experience today. Alright, so let's delve into today's work. Today we will be talking about adverbs, more on adverbs. Already in my previous video, we discussed adverbs, and now we are going to continue with it. We looked at the elementary aspects of adverbs, the meaning of adverbs, the types of adverbs, and we gave a variety of examples. Adverbs of time usually go at the beginning or at the end of a sentence, depending on the speaker's emphasis, or depending on the speaker's point of emphasis, or on the writer's point of emphasis, as the case may be. Okay, so adverbs of time usually come either at the beginning or at the end of a sentence. For example, today I will attend the meeting. So in this sentence, emphasis is placed on today, meaning that the meeting will not be postponed to another day, but I will attend it today. Today is the day I will attend the meeting. Or you can also say, I will attend the meeting today. In the second sentence, emphasis has shifted away from today. So I will attend the meeting today. There is no emphasis again on today. It means that I can decide not to attend again today. But in the first statement, there is emphasis on today. Okay. Then 5. Adverbs of certainty. Adverbs of certainty. I don't think I've mentioned adverbs of certainty before. I didn't mention it before. But we also have adverbs of certainty. They usually go before the main. Okay. They tell us the certainty of an action. For example, I certainly will be there on time. I certainly will be there on time. I surely will be there on time. They usually come before the verb they modify. For the main verb they modify. Not I will certainly be there on time. No. I certainly will be there on time. You know, they are adverbs of certainty, so they have to be mentioned first to show emphasis. So I will certainly be there on time is not the way to arrange it. Adverbs of certainty, like certainly, must come for the verbs we modify. 6. Adverbs of degree. Adverbs of degree usually go before the adjective or adverb they modify. Adverbs of degree usually go before the adjective or adverb they modify. Okay. For example, it was extremely hot outside. So, extremely is an adverb of degree telling us the degree of the hotness. It was extremely hot outside. So, I can say it was hot extremely outside. I can say it was so hot outside. I can say it was hot so outside. Okay, I can possibly say that. So it was so hot outside. It was extremely hot outside. It's the correct way to place my adverb of degree. I want to look at the function of adverbs according to their positions, just like we have been doing before. And that is going to be adverbs as a conjunct or adverbs as a disjunct. Now, when an adverb is functioning as a conjunct, we call them adverbial conjuncts, also known as conjunctive adverb. Okay, they connect ideas and provide a transition between them. A transition meaning a connection between two ideas. Okay, so these examples will be very useful for you when you want to connect two similar or dissimilar sentences. Okay, so two similar or two dissimilar sentences. Two paragraphs. When you're writing a composition and you want to start a new paragraph, some of these adverbs are going to be useful for you to link the paragraphs to one another. For example, adverbs like however, therefore, additionally, etc. They usually go at the beginning of a clause or a sentence. For example, I was tired. However, I still managed to finish the work. Okay, so an adverbial conjunct usually links two sentences that have some similarity together. I was tired. However, I still managed to finish the work. I was tired shows that he shouldn't do anything after he was tired, but he still managed to finish the work. So, however, is trying to link the two sentences even though they are dissimilar. Okay. So, adverbial disjuncts are usually used to express the speaker's attitude towards the statement they are making. So, now adverbial conjuncts join. They join two statements or two clauses together. However, adverbial disjuncts are used to express the speaker's attitude towards the statement they are making. Now, let us look at these following examples. 1. Adverbial disjunct of certainty. Remember, I mentioned that we have adverbs of certainty, which includes adverbs like certainly, obviously, definitely, surely, etc. For example, obviously he is wrong about that. Obviously he is wrong about that. So obviously here is modifying the whole sentence. So obviously is showing is trying to express the speaker's what is on the speaker's mind towards the statement he is making, towards the statement that comes after. 2. Adverbial disjuncts of probability. They include words like probably, possibly. They show possibility. They show probability. So probably, possibly, maybe, etc. Example: possibly he didn't realize the consequences of his actions. Possibly he didn't realize the consequences of his action. The speaker here could have just said he didn't realize the consequences of his actions, but he decided to put possibly to tell what is on his mind concerning the statement he made. Okay, so who is excited? Alright, it's time to practice. We have learned a whole lot and we need to practice what we have learned in this lesson. Okay, so like I told you earlier, get your pen and your book ready to write and also to practice what you have learned in this class. So in your notebook, you're going to write 10 sentences using different types of adverbs in those sentences, and afterwards you classify them into adverbs of manner, adverbs of time, adverbs of frequency, adverbs of degree, and adverbs of place. In other words, when you give examples of sentences that contain adverb, you must be able to identify the adverbs that you have used. You must be able to identify the adverbs that you have used and tell the type of adverb that it is. You can use your dictionary to find out, to be sure that you are correct afterwards. Then 2, we are going to look at the text in the next slide. We're going to look at a text in the next slide and identify the adverb in the text. Okay, past WAEC questions. Okay. 1. What is the correct position of the adverb hardly in the following sentence? What is the correct position of the adverb hardly in the following sentence? She slept last night. Where are you going to place hardly? A. She hardly slept last night. She slept hardly last night. She slept hardly last night. Slept last night. She hardly last night slept last night. Okay, I hope you have found the answer. The answer is hardly, and that will be she hardly slept last night. Okay, that is an adverb of manner. She hardly slept last night. Okay, another one. What is the correct position of the adverb always in the following sentence? What is the correct position of the adverb always in the following sentence? We go to the beach on weekends. We go always to the beach on weekends. We always go to the beach on weekends. We always go to the beach on weekends. Okay, remember we said that adverbs of frequency must always come before the adverbs they modify. Before the verbs they modify. They must always come before the adverbs they modify. So the correct answer is always go. We always go to the beach on weekends. We always go to the beach on weekends. That is the correct answer. Another example here, another question here. The children play in the park after school. The children play in the park after school. Sometimes play sometimes, play in the park sometimes. This is another adverb of frequency. Remember, adverbs of frequency usually come before the verb they modify. So the correct answer is sometimes play. Sometimes play. The children sometimes play in the park after school. Okay, another question. What is the correct position of the adverb extremely in the following sentence? What is the correct position of the adverb extremely in the following sentence? Extremely there is an adverb of degree, and we said that adverbs of degree should come before the verb they modify, or before the adjective they qualify. They should come before the adjective they modify. Not qualify. They should come before the adjective they modify. Okay, so the answer will be the weather was extremely cold. The adjective here is cold. Okay, so the adverb extremely should come before the verb the adjective it modifies. So the weather was extremely cold yesterday. Not the weather was cold extremely. No, the weather was extremely cold yesterday, which is option B. Alright, so we have finally come to the end of our lesson on adverbs. I want to believe you have had a good time studying adverbs in these lessons, and I want you to make use of this opportunity to learn adverbs to a great extent by going through this lesson again and again in order to master the main points and practice and practice and practice again and again. Remember, you cannot practice too much, you cannot over practice, you can only under practice. Okay, so I want you to continue to practice and practice. The best way you can be a master at something is by practicing it often and often and often again. Thank God we talked about adverbs today. Alright, so till I see you some other time, have a nice time, take care of yourself, goodbye.